Hi there. In this lesson, you are going to learn how to define trigonometry, trigonometric ratios, and different properties of trigonometric functions. So let's begin. Defining trigonometry. In order to understand what it simply means, let's explore and try to understand what actually it stands for. So trigonometry simply means that trigonon, which means that triangle, plus metria means metry or measurement, that gives us trigonometry. So it simply means that if a study involved with the measurement of the triangle, then that study is called trigonometry. Let's try to come up with a standard definition of trigonometry. So, a branch of mathematics that deals with studying relationships between the sides and the angles of triangle. In other words, we can say that if we are studying the relationship between the sides and angles of a triangle, then that study is called trigonometry. Now let's try to understand different factors related with trigonometry. So the first thing we need to discuss is angle. So angle is basically measure of rotation from a given ray. This is the symbol for angle. Now let's talk about the unit to measure the angle. So the unit that we use to measure the angle is either degree or radian, and the degree is used to denote by this symbol, or we can say that we use this symbol to denote degree. Now let's consider an example. If I want to represent an angle of 20 degree, I will write 20 and this symbol, and I will read it like 20 degree. So if you look at closely, this is basically the same symbol that I have over here. So when you write any angle in terms of degree, you will write that number and then you will use this symbol and you will read it like 20 degree, or that number and then degree. Let's discuss some more terms related to trigonometry. So, direction. Angle measured counterclockwise or anti-clockwise are positive, otherwise it is negative. So, if we measure an angle in the direction opposite to the movement of the clock, then that angle will be positive. But if we measure an angle in the direction of the clock, then that angle will be negative. So, let's consider an example. So, this is my angle. As we can say, this is my point O, and these two rays OA and OB are meeting at point O. This ray is called my initial side of the angle and this ray is called my terminal side of the angle. And as you can see, I'm measuring the angle opposite to the direction of clock because this arrow represents the direction of the measurement of the angle. So this angle is a positive angle. Now let's consider another example. So as you can see, this is my point O, and O is the point of intersection of ray OA and OB. Ray OA is called the initial side of the angle and ray OB is called the terminal side of the angle. And if you look closely, we are measuring the angle in the direction of the movement of the clock. So basically this arrow represents the direction of the angle and this direction is in the direction of the movement of the clock. So this is the example of negative angle. Now let's talk about some more terms related to the measurement of angle. So if we measure the angle in terms of degree, we will write 1 degree is equal to 1 over 360 of a revolution. So technically it simply means that if you take a round on a circle, you will measure an angle of 360. But if you want to find the measure of 1 degree, then that will be equal to 1 over 360th of the part. 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes and this is the symbol per minute, and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds and these two dashes are the symbol for second. Now let's consider some examples of angles. So as you can see, this is the angle 360 degree because we are starting at this point and we are going all the way around the circle. So this is an example of 360 degree. Now let's consider some more examples. Now as you can see, I have a ray AB and this angle is 180 degree at point O. In this example, if you look closely, ray OA and ray OB are meeting at point O and we are measuring the angle in the direction opposite to the direction of the clock, and that is positive angle. So this angle is 30 degree. In this picture, as you can see, OA and OB are meeting at point O and we are measuring the angle in the direction of the movement of the clock because this arrow represents the direction of the movement of the angle. So that angle will be negative angle. So this angle is an example of negative 40 degree.